going on, everybody? It's Richard Koberger here, the Blue Collar Nerd. Hey, are you still exporting your price book every time you need to make bulk changes? Well, if you are, I'm here to tell you as delicately and politely as possible.
Stop it. Get some help.
You can make bulk edits right within ServiceTitan. Let me show you how. So here we are on the Office side in the price book under services. I'm going to be demonstrating with services, but what I'm about to show you works with services, equipment, and materials. So right now we are in view mode, meaning I cannot edit anything. If I click into something, it's going to tell me I'm currently in view mode and I need to switch to edit mode. So to do that, I'm just going to toggle this switch right here in the upper right hand corner. That brings me into edit mode, and so now whenever I click into something, it's going to allow me to edit it. So if I wanted to edit, say, these hours here, I could just click right there and type in a new value. I'm also able to use the tab key to tab through these fields. If you eventually get to a field that opens up a modal, something like we're looking at here, you would just hit escape first to exit out of that, and then hit tab again to move on to the next field. Now you'll notice on my screen here, some of these items have locks next to them. And that's because those are Pricebook Pro services, and with Pricebook Pro services, some of the fields are going to be locked, meaning you can't change them. For example, name and code, it's not going to let me change those. That is not the case though for any custom services you build, like here's one for example. Here is a custom service and I am able to change the name and the code there. Okay, but that's not bulk editing. Aha, but if I check off multiple things, 1, 2, 3, 4 of these things here, and then I hover over something, I can change them all at once. So let's say all of these items I have checked off, I wanted them all to be 4 hours. It's going to ask me to confirm that I want to do that. I'm going to say apply, and now that's done. They are all 4 hours. Now with number fields like hours or price, you can also increase and decrease by flat amounts or percentages. For example, let's say I wanted to increase the price of all 4 of these items by 10%. So I'm going to click into here. I'm going to go over here to this increase tab. I can increase by a flat dollar amount, but for this example, I'm doing a percentage. So I'm going to change that to percentage and 10%. I can also check off this box here to round to the nearest dollar if I wanted all of my prices to be round numbers and I didn't want any cents on the end. I would hit apply. Again, confirm that I want to do that. And boom, now all of those prices have been increased by 10%, rounding to the nearest dollar. And this bulk editing works for any editable field. So if I wanted to give all of these things a new picture, I could do that all at once. If I wanted to link materials to all of these services, whatever I need to do, I can do it in bulk. Keep in mind that if whatever you're trying to edit here is not in this table, you can also click Edit Columns here to add or remove different columns so that you can edit the things that you're trying to edit. For example, if I were trying to update the recommendations on all of these services, that's not on my table right now, but I can check that off here, hit apply, and now I have the recommendations column that I can edit. Now you also have this master checkbox up here in the upper left, which checks off everything. But when you're doing bulk edits like this, you're probably going to want to be looking at a filtered down list of services and not just all of your price book. Because as you can see right now, it shows me that I have 2,390 services selected across 96 pages. Maybe I'm trying to edit all of that at once, but probably not. By the way, you can also bulk activate and deactivate. So you see down here in this lower right-hand corner, I have this deactivate button. If I clicked that right now, that would deactivate my entire price book, so I'm not going to do that. Instead, I'm going to clear all of my selections and let's filter this list down. So let's say, for example, I just wanted to change my prices, maybe in, let's find a good category here, the refrigerant and coil section here. Okay, so now I'm filtered down to a specific category in my price book. So I can check off certain things, or I can just click this master checkbox to check off everything, and you'll see down here I have 50 services selected across 2 of these pages here. Let's say I wanted to increase everything in this category by 5% on the price. So again, I'm going to say increase by percentage, 5%. Let's round to the nearest dollar, because why not, and hit apply. And there we go, it's as simple as that. By the way, keep in mind that you can also sort by these different columns. So for example, I could click this price header here, this price column, and now everything that I'm looking at is sorted in ascending order, meaning the cheapest price is here at the top, and then the prices go up as I scroll down. If I wanted it the other way around in descending order, I would click it again. Now you'll see that blue arrow is pointing down, and my highest price is at the top, and the prices go down as I scroll. You're also able to adjust the width of any of these columns as well. As another example, let's say I wanted to make sure that everything in my price book had a picture associated with it. So then instead of filtering for a specific category, I'm going to filter for images, none. Now that's going to filter for everything in my price book that does not have any images. And here we go. Here's a list of 13 items in my price book that don't have images. And now I could quickly just go in and upload all of those images. And if I wanted them to all be the same image, I could check all of them off and just upload the image one time. And of course, a quick call out to this mobile view button where I can view my price book as if I were a technician. Doing that just helps you check your work, make sure everything looks good on the mobile side where the price book is mostly going to be used. Like, for example, looking at my price book here as a technician, I see that I have 3 categories here that don't have an image. So I would go into my categories now and fix that. But anyways, those are the basics of bulk editing your price book. Again, I showed everything off with services, but you can do the exact same thing if you're looking at materials or equipment. Now, don't get me wrong, there are still some legitimate use cases where you would want to export your price book and edit it in Excel. For example, if you're just onboarding and you don't have a price book yet and you're building one, you'd probably want to input at least the shells of everything in Excel so that you can quickly do that in bulk. Because at least as of the time of me recording this video, there's no way to add services, equipment, and material in bulk within ServiceTitan. You'd want to do that in Excel. And another legitimate reason to export the price book and work on it in Excel is if you are just really, really good with Excel. For example, if a vendor sent you a material list with updated pricing, and that's not flat updates, it's not like everything just went up 10%, because as we just saw, that we could easily do in ServiceTitan. But it's not that simple, all the prices just went up random amounts. Well, if you're really good with Excel, then you might know how to use lookup tables to automate that updating process in Excel. So if that's you, then go for it. But I just want you to know that these bulk editing tools exist. And exporting the price book comes with downsides. You have to worry about making sure everything is just right, because otherwise when you go to import it, you're going to get import errors. And you have to worry about the price book iterations, because now you've exported the price book, you're editing it, but somebody could also edit the price book in ServiceTitan, and then when you go to upload your Excel file, it's going to overwrite all of their changes. And so for those reasons, it's best to minimize the exporting of the price book as much as possible. And the reasons to do it these days are really few and far between. Anyways, that's all I got for today. Hey, are you utilizing estimate and proposal templates in your price book? If you're not, I really think you should be, and you can check that video out right here. All right, bye.